We're going to talk about another important process within that is supported within SAP system. So it is called Procure-to-Pay business process. Really, it is purchasing life cycle, and in SAP it is called materials management. So the way it works is I'll just explain the process first, and then the FICO impact on the financials and accounting. So in any organization, there is demand for raw materials. It starts with purchase requisition, and then it determining the source of supply. So you poll different suppliers and find out the best supplier that works for you to supply the materials. So there is supplier selection, and then a purchase order is created from the company that needs the material to the supplier. And so that is really the commitment, but no goods or money have exchanged at that point, so no financial or accounting impact at that point. And then in due course, after receiving the purchase order, the supplier sends the goods to the company that requests to send the purchase order. And so that is recorded as goods receipt on the company that sent the purchase order. And so that was an accounting entry or accounting impact because they had received the goods but not have paid for it. So it is a liability on their side. And so they are liable to pay to the company they're liable to the supplier. And then the next step is after the goods are received, they are verified, they match to purchase order, things like that. Then the invoice is also sent by the suppliers. And once the invoice is received, it is entered into the system, and that is also a financial impact. So that invoice is offset against the good receipt just to make sure that that whatever was ordered was received and was invoiced. And that is called three-way match, matching between what was ordered via purchasing order, what was received via good receipt, and what was invoiced via the invoice. And when all of the three match, then there is payment that is processed, and then the payment is sent to the supplier. So that is the whole of the procure to pay. So it is right starting right from procurement with purchase requisition all the way to the payments. That is called purchase to pay or procure to pay business process within SAP. And I wanted to little bit drill down on the financial impact or the accounting impact portion of it, which really starts with goods receipt, invoice receipt, and payment. So let's go to look into more detail. So when there is purchase order created, it's created by logistics department, really purchasing department, supply chain department. And so there's no impact of finance. So there's no finance document or no FI document. But when the supplier sends the goods, and when the goods are received, there is materials document, there's good receipt that is processed within logistic, and within finance, there is accounting posting made. So as number one says, it is material stock or consumption account debit to GRIR account credit. So that posting is made when the goods are received. And when the invoice is received, within logistic, there is invoice verification document that is created. And in finance, there is a posting that is made, which is shown by number two, which is GRIR debit to supplier account credit. So these are the postings that happen as part of the procure to pay process. Now, sometimes companies may receive invoice first and goods later, and that's why this GRIR account is used just to make sure that that open item management is done. And like I was saying earlier, there is three-way match done before actual payment. So that is purchase order, good receipt, and invoice receipt. The quantities and the values are matched between the three before the payment is made. So this, in nutshell, is the procure to pay process. Now, our next few videos will configure from FICO standpoint to support this process, and then we'll see what different business processes are supported within SAP for to enable this. Thanks for watching.